we are. Okay. It is March 14th, and today we're doing a bit of emotional management, and we'll be doing some piloting and contouring later tonight. So I'll try and pause it and have two different videos going. That way you guys can stop and stay with us and watch it. Okay. Bring it closer and have it right here. Okay. So, first things first, next week, I just announced we're going to be doing product knowledge. So, if you will be here next week, just plan to be here next week. I will be asking everybody to come prepared to share a product they love and doing some product knowledge research. So, where you find the actual information resources to help you with next week's assignment is to go to Product Central on Mary Kay in Touch. So you'll want to write that down. Product Central on Mary Kay in Touch will give you all the ins and outs of your product. So pretty much just copy what it says on there. You can have it on a note card. You can memorize it however you want to do that. Just be prepared to share the product of your choosing that you're excited about. So that could be anything. The sky is the limit on that. As we get into this more, we're going to have people assigned every week to share a product that they're excited about. That way, every week we're getting at least one new product infomercial, if you know what I'm talking about. But for next week, everybody just come prepared to share one. Okay. So let's do our sales count up. So, did you have any sales this week? No. Okay. Let's wait until some more people get here because we have the Queen of Sales coming in later. Okay. And product training we'll start doing. Okay. So, I'm really, really excited about this thing that I printed last night. So, really, our goal as a unit is to double in size. Okay. So, we normally have about, on a good day, we have about 5 to 6 here at meeting, just consistently coming. Mm-hmm. We want to make that number 12, okay? 12 that consistently are coming. And in order to do that, the best, and I won't say the only way, but the best way to do that is to help all of you grow in unit size as well. Duplicate yourself one at a time. And so that way we're all not overwhelmed. It's like all I need to do is add one more person. All I need to do is add one more person. And we all just duplicate ourselves. And so what I'm really excited about is going to your parties, which I talked to you about last night, and giving you this thing that I was telling you about. So here's what it looks like. I made it myself. It's called Pearls of Sharing because, as you guys may have heard at the very beginning of your business and on your prize page, these pearls are the reward system for accomplishing this feat. And this is not hard or easy. It's just, it is what it is. The first thing that you do is share the opportunity with 3 people and you automatically get these pearl earrings, whether or not they sign. That's not the key. I mean, that'd be awesome, but we know that the rule in Mary Kay is about 1 out of every 3 to 5 people you talk to will sign. And so with your pearl earrings, you could have a new team member, but the only thing you're focusing on right now is getting the pearls. Mm-hmm. Let the results be what they may, okay? The next is to share with 3 more people. So now we've seen a total of 6 people. 3 and 3, and you get your pearl bracelet, which these are gorgeous. Like, seriously, how beautiful is that? And of course it adjusts. And then when your first team member signs and we do another 3, you'll get your necklace. And that usually is always the case, okay? Unless you're a weirdo. I'm just kidding. I'm not a weirdo. But most people will have at least one new team member with that being the case, okay? So how beautiful is that going to look on you when you have your earrings, your bracelet, and your necklace all earned, and having at least 1, if not 2 to 3 team members on by your side? Like, that's what this is all about. So I put the earrings, the bracelet, and the necklace on here so you can see the earrings. This is what you do to earn them, and I hole punch it. So it's super easy. Talk to 1 person about the business, 2 people, and 3 people. Now Sierra is one of those people, so I'm going to hole punch your first hole for your earrings because Sierra was over 18 and she was here to talk about the business, and we did follow up with her and see if this was for her or not. Did she sign? No. But you're that much closer to your earrings, okay? So the goal is not I mean, the goal is, of course, doubling your unit size and adding more people to your team, but if you're just focused on the earrings, everything else will happen. So either way, you're winning, right?
Yeah.
So that's the fun thing. Now, the other thing that I'm doing along with this is there's now an incentive not only for you, but there's an incentive for the people that you're talking to. Everybody that listens is going to get a free lipstick from me. A whole full-size $15 tube of lipstick for every single person we talk to about the business.
Okay.
So, since our goal is to have your pearl earrings and work on your bracelet, I'm going to give you 3 of these. And we're going to give them to 3 people as like a redeem these to get a free lipstick with Emily.
Okay.
So maybe I should keep them actually, since I'm the one with the lipsticks. And they'll give them to, well, what do you think? What do you think? Are you doing parties by yourself? Maybe I'll come to your parties and I'll hand these to them,
Yeah.
and then we'll meet. I'll keep them. But just know they are there. Super cute. Listen for lipstick cards. And that way it has my name and my phone number on it. And then they're just like, okay, I want a free lipstick. I'm going to call this girl, or we're going to call this girl together, and we're going to do either a 3-way call if we're super busy and we can't meet in person, or we're going to meet in person over pie, coffee, or salad and talk to them about the business. And our goal, we're just going to say we're looking to double our unit size. And so we're looking for sharp women who are motivated, ambitious, and daring, who might want to just listen for a free lipstick and see if this is for you or not. It's non-invasive. They get a free lipstick out of it, and we get to see if they're out there looking and if they're somebody that would want to join our team. And they walk away with a free tube of lipstick and some information, or they join our team and get a free lipstick too.
Right.
So it's super fun, okay? So everything is just going to be like incentives. So you're going to walk away with your earrings, bracelet, and necklace. They're going to get a free lipstick. And everybody's just going to be that much better as far as like your knowledge from what you learned from me sharing, and what they walk away with just knowing about Mary Kay. Isn't that cool? Now, if you're wondering how to actually make these happen, in your new consultant packet, one of the things that I gave you was the actual words to say, which is on the very, very, very back. It's called the team building script. And that will give you the very last page. Yep, right there. And it will actually give you the words that says, I'm going to read this like word for word so you know that like how this goes. Hi, Tia. I'm in a new phase of training in my business, and I'm becoming a leader in Mary Kay. And part of that training is to listen to my sales director, share the business opportunity with every single one of my customers. You can change customers if they're not officially like a customer. You can say that with every single one of my friends. I'm sure that you're not interested, and that's okay. You pull it, you take it away from them. They don't feel like you're like here to sell them on the opportunity, but you're saying, I really need to share with them because it's part of my goal in rising to a leadership position. But I really value your opinion and your feedback. It is important to me that you know what I'm doing, and why I'm choosing to move forward with this career. Is there any reason why, those are key words, is there any reason why we couldn't get together in the next couple of days and have you listen to my sales director for about 15 to 20 minutes while I take notes and learn? That sounds pretty doable, right? I really value you as a customer or as a friend, and I would give you a free, and then put lipstick instead of eyeshadow on here, as a thank you for listening. And then say, okay, great, no matter what they say. If they're like, oh my gosh, I've actually heard it before, I'm not really interested in learning more, good luck. Like, okay, great, thanks so much for your time. And leave them with good feelings and knowing that, regardless, you're going to be moving forward with your business, and that right there tells them that they didn't, like, push any buttons, let you down, or make you feel like you can't do this. And you're going to, be the next car driver, regardless. You know what I mean? And that right there gives them like a bug in their mind that's saying like, man, I lost out. Like she's totally going to go places with Mary Kay and I could be joining her, but I'm choosing not to. I kind of feel like, you know what I mean? Like if you're powerful about it, be like, okay, great. Is there anybody that you know that you think would be interested in what I do? And if they say like no again, be like, okay, thanks for your time. Like regardless, I'm moving on. Like This is what I'm doing. And there's a lot to be said about that, If you're like, oh, shoot, okay, thanks, anyway, goodbye. There's like, haha, like, she's totally gonna fail. I don't know. Some people, you get things in your mind like, I knew she couldn't take it anyway. Whatever. So always be powerful and always be positive, regardless of what they say. And be like, hey, I've got a ton of fish in the sea. Like, you're just one of them. I was just reaching out to see if you wanted to take part in me. What I have. So that's always fun. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, so I was listening to a book. The new book that I'm reading right now is called Today is, what is it called? I did not unlock the doors, so I gotta make sure I watch my phone here. Oh, shoot. What's the number to get in? She can't get in. Okay, pause this. There are people waiting outside. Oh. Unpause. Okay, so Donita here is going to share with us her wins from her 2 parties she held last week. She is our queen of sales, so give it up for Donita. Here, come sit up here.
Okay.
We need you right here.
All right.
I'm going to sash you and everything. We're going to do it on... Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. So the purple one's the queen of sales. And... gold or silver?
Silver.
Ooh. Gotta look at them. This one? This one. Okay. I feel like we need to have music playing here.
That's all right.
Okay, take a seat
All
on the
right.
throne and tell us about your amazing experience last week.
So, it was amazing. It was so much fun. I had a party scheduled off of my daughter's boss, who actually just kind of attacked me. I came in after a meeting and she says, okay, so I see your pin, it's beautiful, it's Mary Kay. She goes, great, I need stuff. I was
Just like that.
Just like that.
Wearing your pin.
So it was amazing. So I was like, all right, you need stuff. And she told me what she needed. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. I don't know if we even sell it. I'm really new. So she...
The emollient cream, right?
Yeah, she went in at the emollient cream. So we went ahead and told her, I said, I'm sure I've got that. And so I ordered some because I didn't think I had some, but I had some. I ordered some, brought it in, and I gave it to her and I said, you can have this for this much, or you can have it for free if you have a party with me. And she said, money is not an option. I'm buying it and I'll have a party with you. I was like, oh, yay! So we thought that it was going to be this enormous party, and she was actually pretty let down that it was not this enormous party. But I said, no, this is my very first party, and 3 people is plenty. My daughter was there who wants to get involved later. So she was also talking it up and saying things while I was talking as well, so it was kind of fun. So that ended up being almost a $400 party with 2 people, two and a little
and
one.
your daughter?
2, a little one and my daughter.
The
So
little
2
one, not
people.
even 18?
Oh, the little one not even out of elementary school yet. So we did a facial on the little elementary
Oh my
school.
gosh, so really 2?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, she told me that I was the...
That's a $200 per face average.
She told me I was the bubbliest, mommiest mom she's ever seen.
Aww.
So I was like, yay, thanks. So that went really well, and it really, sparked me. I knew there was a lot of stuff that I needed to do different. I forgot a lot of stuff. I went really fast through a lot of stuff, which is why
You got done so early?
I was done, and you were like, where are they? But it was really fun. And then I thanked my daughter's boss because she's a business owner herself. And I said, you put me through my paces. You said I need an invite, so I made invites. And then, no, you wanted an electronic invite, so I had to learn how to do an electronic invite. So I learned a lot from that party. So then I moved to my sister-in-law's party, who said she's like, there'll be like 2 people there. And there ended up being 6.
So like a big backwards.
It was completely backwards. And so we went through all of this. One of the people said, I'm just here just to be here. And another one, once in the business, and I thought, well, she's like 16, so soon. Yeah, great. And it turned out she's only 14. And I'm like, oh, crud. All right, so we'll just keep working on you.
That's what you meant.
We'll keep working on you. So she wants in, and her mom's totally for it, but we'll keep talking to them. Her mom's going to have a party, so in April. So that was fun. One of the people at the party was a consultant, and I didn't know that. So she
Is a consultant, used to be a consultant?
used to be.
Okay.
She still says she is, but she hasn't done anything in a while, she said. So when she came in, I said, hi, how do you feel? What did you like best? And I went through the whole thing, and she was like, I already know about all this. I used to be a consultant. I was like, oh, you did! You used to be a consultant? Wonderful! I said, So, do you love the product? Yeah, I do. I love the product. I said, great. I said, is there anything you can live without? I can still buy it for myself. And I said, wonderful. Do you have any tips for me?
Oh my gosh.
So she was,
that she would.
yeah, so she gave me a few tips and then we moved on.
Kind tips.
Kind.
Okay, good. She wasn't
Kind
like.
tips.
Okay, good.
No, she came in kind of,
Yeah.
but afterwards she was much happier. So,
Was she excited to get started with her business again?
no.
No, she was
Yeah.
okay. But you were just like beaming from ear to ear, and she was nice in the end.
Yeah.
That was good.
So I actually have a little over $400 in my bank account right now, my Mary Kay bank account. So
exciting.
yeah, it's
And
very exciting.
and the $600 or the 6 people party. What were the sales on that one?
It was also about $400 as well.
So 4 and 4.
Uh-huh.
So
A little
$800.
bit. Yep.
2 parties.
2 parties.
2
and I've
people,
got
6
2
people,
more bookings. 2
and
parties.
2 more bookings because
2
you
parties, 2 more bookings.
rolled that over,
Mhm.
right? So you didn't
Yep.
even have to get on the phone again.
Not yet. I've
You
got
just
a list.
rolled that over, but you've got lists of referrals from those parties.
Yeah.
You worked the party full circle.
Yeah, it was so
You
nice.
did.
It was
You
so
got
fun.
your sales. You did bookings from your bookings.
Uh-huh.
You got referrals, and you have potential team members.
Right.
Well, 14-year-old. But tell me about the others as far as like interest level. Were they all lower than 4? Were they?
Yeah, it was
were right about-
They were. In fact, there were a couple. So it's great big ones. And I was like, good. Thanks.
Naked
I
on the
appreciate
street
it.
corner?
Yes.
Did you tell them
I
naked
did.
on the street corner? Well,
So-
that means they're going to be full, like top-notch customers.
Right.
Really.
In fact, Trinity's boss is coming tonight because she wants to try some product,
Yes!
some other product.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
I'm super excited, and I've got somebody else coming tonight too. So
2 people coming tonight.
2 and a little one.
2 and a
again.
little one again.
So-
The same people that were.
No.
Okay, different people. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So a total of how many faces in 1 week that were over 18?
Over
So don't count the
18,
14-year-old or
and
the
then
elementary.
So 2 and then 5, 7,
7.
7.
7. And the week started last Wednesday,
Mhm.
and then it was Saturday,
Mhm.
and then you got 2 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So 7, 8, 9 in a
Mhm.
week.
And then I have another party on Monday before I go on vacation.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Give it up for that. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Anything else that you would like to share as far as just like what has transformed this to happen? I mean, you go from kind of like revving your engine and kind of planting different seeds and having this like slow popcorn feel to now having the full circle feel.
Right.
How has that been for you?
So it's been excellent. I absolutely have loved it. It's actually really energizing to stand in front of somebody and start talking about the business, even though my flip chart, I was like, oh, where am I on my flip chart? Guys, wait a second, I'm flipping. so it was fun. It was fun to walk up and say, okay, so I'm new.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my flip chart. Just saying, I'm going to be doing a lot of reading, and everybody's like, oh, okay, this will be fun. It was also fun to be able to step back and go, okay, everybody start doing your face, and then I do a little talking, and then they start talking. And it's nice just to sit back and listen to them talk and then go, oh, this feels nice. Oh, yes, it does, doesn't it? What does it feel like? What nice, how does nice go? So getting them to use their adjectives to explain the product as we go along
And sell
to
each
everybody
other
else.
on their products
Mhm.
and sell themselves on their products.
Mhm. Yeah, so with my daughter's boss, we did the time-wise, and then she's like, I just need hydration. And I was like, all right, so I pulled out I gotta have it all bag, and I pulled out my night cream for the rapid repair, and I said, just right here. And she, oh, okay.
Instantly was sold.
Yeah, so she bought some of that, so. I can't
The
wait for
whole
her-
repair set,
No,
just the night cream
just
from
the
that.
night cream, that's why I want her here, I want her to try the
So
whole set.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so,
yes. Oh my
excited.
word. Okay, so tell us how this started though. You originally just, I mean, one was a pin,
Right.
which you opened your mouth, so you were prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Second, anybody from work with the books at work or no?
No, not really.
Nothing
not
yet,
yet.
okay. The other one came from.
It honestly it came from the meeting that we had when we were texting everybody. That I don't know who won. I don't care who won. But
Oh, at January
yeah,
Jumpstart.
at January
Yes,
Jumpstart was just
yes.
texting everybody in my list that I
Yes.
possibly could, saying, "Hey, I'm just starting my business. Would you be interested in trying some stuff to tell me what it was like? By the way, I've got this spa party going, which everybody seems to love the spa party so far. So that's kind of they like the incentive, because I told the 6 people at the party that my sister-in-law now gets $100 worth of free product, and everybody was like,
Because she had
Right.
6 people.
right. And then Anine, the person's going to have the next party, doesn't have a lot of money, so I pulled that spa party out, and I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
if you could get at least 8 people, that's 175. You can get your face, you could get your daughter's face, you could get. So she was really excited.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh my word.
So-
Okay, we'll give it up for Donita. Anything else you want to share with anybody?
Excitement.
Yes.
Excitement is huge.
It is huge.
Even if you have to stop and, I've got to drive around the block a couple times just to pump myself up and just really talk to yourself, saying, I can do this, I know how to do this, I've done this here, I can do this there. It's not, and I can make mistakes, it's all right, it's okay. But just to have that excitement and that smile and walk in, I think that's the biggest thing.
So tonight we're talking about emotional management, so this is absolutely spot on with what we're going to be talking about. So is there anything else that you would give us as far as the emotional, like how you've been able to keep your positivity so high and your energy so high? Is this just your self-talk all the time, or do you actually, would you say it's your faith walk with God in the morning? Would you say that it's also like what you're listening to and reading and like interacting with, or?
Right, so definitely talking to myself a lot, and talking to myself through work, going, this is not where I'm meant to be, this is not, my JOB is not where I'm meant to be. I got confirmation from my women's group that I'm supposed to be teaching. I got confirmation from the party saying, I didn't even know this would happen, right? So I went, well, it's teaching here, I'm teaching you how to take care of your face. So it's a lot of confirmation of what's good about me, and then working with that and embracing it, and it's so much fun. Daily walk with God, absolutely, because I couldn't make it through my JOB without my daily walk with God and be able to go, okay, so now I get to leave my job and go to the fun stuff, because this is the fun stuff.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so cool. Well, thank you so much.
You're
I have a
welcome.
gift for you.
Thank you.
For being our queen. Oh, I'm going to give you 2 options, possibly 3. Yes, 3 options, and I want you to pick which one you would like. This one's a heart keychain that can go on your purse, or not your purse, your keys, just as a reminder to always be go give what you are. A beautiful glam bag, or a 365-day quote book.
Oh, well, these are great options.
What do you need right now?
I want the green bag.
Oh, okay.
So I just got a new purse, I need to organize it. I also made it through my MK.
MKU. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Okay. So your surprise gift is MK University and your Color Confident, right?
Yep, and
Okay.
Skin Confident. Yep.
So with those ones, it's a surprise gift. So again, you can choose from one of these 2 options, or you can take a jewelry option, which I have a few in here. So I'm going to show you a couple of jewelry options that I have. Not those. I've got these. These are beautiful dangly earrings that match Heidi's. I have these. These are they're a type of pearl, and I actually got that for my national, so that's good luck. And I also have this, which is 2 earrings and a whole necklace, which I can pull out for you.
You know, I have the earrings and necklace.
Okay, let me show you what they look like.
I love jewelry.
I know you do. Okay, now tell me the job that you actually work for again.
I work at Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln
Services.
Financial. I always
Advisor.
forget. I just think corporate. Somebody
Yep,
asked
it's
me
corporate.
where you worked, and I was like, corporate. I don't know. Corporate.
Okay.
So it's like
I'm
a
gonna
whole
change my
bunch,
mind. How's
but
the
you're
color?
not.
What's that?
No, that's
I
fine.
want the pearls.
These ones?
Mhm.
Okay. Yep, beautiful, beautiful. And
Beautiful.
there's 2 on each one. They kind of dingle too.
That works.
Yeah, these are all iced. Not ice pearls, whatever you call them. I think of them like frosting. Frost yourself.
That's pretty.
Go frost yourself, Eeyore.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, I love that movie. I haven't seen that for a long time.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Glam bag and earrings. My goodness, my goodness. And you can't keep the crown, but
No.
every week you can re-earn it. I'm all about that. So, as we were getting stuff started, I kind of want to go backwards just a little bit before we go back forwards. And so I was telling her I was reading this new book, and it's called Everyday Matters. And it's John C. Maxwell, he's just such a big leadership writer. He's the guy who's written, so it's called Today Matters. Sorry, not Everyday Matters, Today Matters. And he just goes through how to time manage and how to make the most out of your day and how to get things out of things and how you just take things for granted until it's taken away from you. So he was saying, I never really cared about my health. I mean, my doctor always said, I was fine and whatnot until I was on the floor at a party having a heart attack and, had to go to get this major surgery that, had it not been invented 4 years prior, would have killed him. Mm-hmm. And so it just was like, whoa, like I could have died just then. And so he started thinking, I need to do something more to change the, I put this over here so that we could, so that I could be facing that, but either way. It's great. It's great. We'll figure it out next week. I'm trying to reorient to make it more conducive for people watching online, but hey, you know what? Okay, so with the value of time, I feel like comes emotional management because you can get a lot more done if you feel emotionally like they just go hand in hand. If you feel like you're emotionally charged and like ready for the day, you can take on every single minute of every day, right? And so I love this. He says, here's the value of time put into perspective. He said, okay, so I'm just going to go right into this part. So to know the value of time of 1 year, ask a student who failed the final exam. To know the value of 1 month, ask the mother of a premature baby. To know the value of a week, ask an editor of the weekly news magazine. To know the value of 1 day, ask a wage earner with 6 kids. To know the value of 1 hour, ask 2 lovers waiting to meet. To know the value of 1 minute, ask the person who missed the plane. To know the power or the value of 1 second, ask the person who survived the accident. And to know the value of 1 millisecond, ask the Olympic silver medalist. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I mean, that just totally put it in perspective. And I was like, oh my gosh, how much time is wasted over emotional crap? So I feel like they have to go hand in hand, right? Mm-hmm. So he also says this. Time is our most precious commodity. If you had the choice between saving time and saving money, or like, I guess, which one was more valuable? As valuable as money is, you can always make more. You can always make that up. You can always figure that out. But time you can never get back. Time is something that's just always taken away from you. And he said it's the even playing field. Everybody's got it. Nobody can manage it. He said managing it, Einstein said it was an oxymoron. You cannot manage time. You can't stop it. You can't control it. You can't take it back. You can't manipulate it. It is the even playing field that everybody is given. And that's what determines, it's what we do with it, which, again, we'll talk about emotional stuff. So, money mistakes can be corrected, but time is gone forever. So, he also said, devoting a little of yourself to a lot of things is committing yourself to nothing. Write that down. That's huge. Devoting a little of yourself to a lot of things is committing yourself to nothing. And I've really started to kind of swallow that pill lately because I do try and be devoted to a lot of little things. But how committed am I to getting, to the end goal? I feel like I'm kind of running myself ragged in this rat race of things are slowly getting done, but am I really giving everything 100%? No, and I don't think you ever can. And so, So devoting a little of yourself to a lot of things is committing yourself to nothing. And if you want me to take a picture of the value of the times, I actually went back because it was audioed. So I had to record it and rewind it again and again and again so I could get everything down because I was like, this is too good. I had to stop it right there and I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so the 3 things that he asks himself every day. He said, He said, okay, time was another thing. He said, leave things done and undone. So there's certain things that you do need to get done with your time, and there's certain things you just need to leave undone. And sometimes I feel like we fight ourselves over that. Like it's undone and it's pending and it's in our brains. Leave it undone. If it's not important enough, leave it undone. Be okay leaving it undone, because guess what? He said, don't let anyone else spend your, he said, time is like a coin. Don't let anybody else spend it for you. If you don't actually spend that coin and you allow, I guess you could save that, but you can't, don't ever give that right to somebody else. Because if you're not going to choose what to do with your time, somebody else will for you. That's pretty much what he was getting at, right?
Right.
So he said, if you're not going to spend that coin, somebody else will spend it for you. It's just so scary to think about. You're like, okay, I let Facebook spend my time today. I let, whoever totally like run my time off my clock. Okay, so the 3 questions he said he always asks himself when he's looking at like where he should be spending his time is, what is required of me? You need to know what your responsibilities are. You need to know what you need to do. What's going to be required of you. Then number 2, what gives me the greatest return? What gives me the greatest return? Not your boss. Okay, what gives you the greatest return? And then 3, what gives me the greatest reward? So with those 3 things, it was like it's what he chooses to do with his time. So he says, okay, like what am I supposed to do in this situation? This is what's required of me. Okay, now how am I going to spend my time? Well, what gives me the greatest return? This. Okay, that's where I need to spend my most time. What gives me the greatest reward? This. Okay, between those 3 factors, this is how I'm going to use my time today. Is that kind of what you do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Well, this, in order to get those bookings and get them done, yeah.
Yeah, because there could be other things that are second place, and we put second place over first place a lot. We say, this is probably the most important thing I need to do today, but I've got 50 other things I could do, so I'm going to knock out at least 49 of them before I start number 1. And you're like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that, but we do it again and again and again and again. When really the most important thing is this right here. So, our goal, like I told both of you, is to double our unit, right? And so I want you guys, before we get into the emotional part, which we may not get into at this point because it's obviously not going to be that important because God wants me to do something else, is to listen to this song, and while we're listening to it, I need you to use your phone and find the why that you put in here. Do you guys need me to remind you of what you put in here? This is who you are doing your business for, right? Or what you're doing your business for, right? Mm-hmm. So it could be a person, or it could be so if it's a person, it's obviously what? Quality time or gifting for that person. If it's a thing, like a house, or it's a debt-free, or it's something like that, I want you to find the image. Google it, find it through your photos, do whatever you need to do to find that vision that speaks that message to you every time you look at it. So if it's a house, I want you to look up your dream house. If it's financial freedom, I want you to look up a picture of what you would do if you were financially free. If yours was, just to be able to spend more time with that person, I would look at that person and then be like, where would I take that person, or what would I invest in that person? And I'm gonna have you guys do it for this entire song as we listen to it together, which is my favorite thing, which you guys already know, Greatest Showman, Million Dreams. You need to close your eyes, you can. If you need to think about it for a second, you need to pray about it for a second. This is your time to just take 3 minutes to find your vision board, at least the first picture on your vision board.
I don't
dream. So I want you to get on your phone and find the picture that just like, I want to do this. I know, this is my favorite song. Have you heard this song? Oh, let's sing it.
Dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you're bringing to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see.
Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
A million dreams are keeping me.
A million dreams, a million dreams.
I think of what the world could be.
A vision of the one I see.
A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
The world we're gonna make.
I know we could just keep going and going and going and going. Does it look at everybody's faces? Like, doesn't this just make you happy? To listen to a song that just inspires creativity and dreams that you've buried deep down inside because there's this bill and that bill and this problem and that problem in the world and just all these different things going on, right? And we just suppress those dreams a little bit deep, like further down and further down. And then, you know, we get permission to release them and permission to open up our dream box and dig through and find different things that could trigger different memories. And then I just looked up and all of us were just beaming and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is what should be like our driving force. That's what's in our box, right? That's what we put in our box to keep us like, that's what we will not let anybody mess with, right? Is why we're doing it and what we're doing it, like what we're actually making happen. And so if you need to like find this song, it is Million Dreams by The Greatest Showman. And oh my gosh, just like do that more often. Do that every morning. That's what I was talking about last week with that Miracle Morning, is like she plays these songs and she has this, you know, list of pictures that she flips through and she's like, yes, yes, like she just sees it happening. And like that right there, I'm such an audio music kind of person that like that right there was like clicked everything, like why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? So double our unit or bust. That's our new like hashtag, double or bust. We're doubling our unit size. We're doubling our unit size. We're doubling our unit size. We're doubling our unit size, right? So when you go to your party, say, we're doubling our unit right now. We're doubling our team size. I'm doubling myself, right? So we're duplicating ourselves and we're doubling our unit size. We're going to the next level, and that will bring everybody up. That will add so many more women who are dreaming, who are suppressed dreams, right? Use dream as your hashtag. Use making dreams come true, making a difference. Go mad, you know, dream mad, you know, dream making a difference. And use that kind of like vibe to change your emotion when you're feeling like, oh, I just don't feel like I don't want a book right now, or I don't have, you know, I get distracted with a lot of other things, and if I just play that song or I look at that picture and have that as my screen on my phone, like I will just, you know, pivot back to where I should be, because that's what's going to get me to, you know, the dreams that I want to make. So, any thoughts? Anybody want to share? Any of their pictures that they found? Are you still pending those pictures? How far did you guys get? Did you look up a couple? What's that? Tell us about it.
It's actually called Freedom Poem, so it's by somebody.
Freedom
Sorry.
poems?
It's called Freedom Poem,
Okay.
My Melody of Words. So it's just, my word is in there is freedom.
Uh-huh.
So that looks like freedom to me. All that
Yes.
bright colors and the bird going free.
You have a daughter who's an artist. That's like that is your way of looking at freedom,
Mhm.
which is going to do what for you?
It's going to get me out of the corporate world. It's going to get me doing things that I like to do and not things that I have to do.
Right. You know that's truth, right? It
Mhm.
speaks truth to her. It comes across to me as like a real
Mhm.
passion and then not just a, a real desire. Did you guys listen to Hotline? Desire. She quoted the word desire. She's like, that is something that's so hard. You can't give it to anybody else. You can't force somebody to desire
Mhm.
something. No matter how much you tantalize it, they have to want it. They have to taste bud it. They have to like drool for it. And that's something that just has to be invoked inside yourself. And so she was like, desire is so hard because it's something you like, but I can sense that that's a real
Mhm.
desire of yours and you're not just saying that.
Mhm.
That's something that you want more than anything right now.
To be more with Aaliyah, to have more time.
So quality time that you can't. So when is it a clock for you? Is it something that like you wish you could just like, what would that be for you? What kind of image?
I looked up a lot of pictures of Aaliyah.
If you need to go check,
Nope,
Go ahead.
They're fine.
okay.
So I looked up a bunch of different things.
Of pictures of Leah.
Yeah, I had pictures of Aaliyah, and then
Awesome.
I had financial freedom, and then
Next exit. I
and
like that.
confidence.
I like that too.
Nice.
So what you can do with these? Do you have some? Do you have one?
Yeah.
A great one.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Absolutely.
So this will motivate me to keep working hard
Yeah.
or, to have my dream home and to be able to eventually stay home and spend time with my daughters and have that stability, financial stability, and working hard to.
And what would that feel like? Like what would that just feel like, Anna?
I'll
Can
be
you
able to-
taste
I'll
it?
be able to breathe and
Yeah.
enjoy life, spend quality time with my girls without the pressures of a job,
Working full-time.
and doing something that I love.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
empowering women, beautifying women, building up their confidence, and I think it's something doable. It's just putting our heart and mind to it.
Yeah. And a lot of it is the passion. A lot of it is the enthusiasm. A lot of it is just speaking it out on the phone and people hearing that genuine passion and that excitement factor that they just don't get in corporate world, right? That's
Right.
why you're a rose in the middle of thorns that people are like, what's she high on? Let me get some of that, right? Because you've just got this energy exuding from you that nobody else has. You're probably like a troll in the middle of, what's it called, Bergen Town? That's probably what it looks like, because you're like, rainbows, rainbows, and they're like they're just like, yeah, I can sense it in like the way like you transform when you're here at meeting and like what life must be like out there, you know? And what I want my life to like, how much more I wanted in my life. And so that is what we need to be sharing with people, is that this is the place to make dreams happen. Double or bust, right? Double or bust. So take everything and loop it in a nutshell today with the how valuable our time is, you know? If we're spending it here, it means we're giving it to somebody else. You know, and some of it, sometimes we have to, right? A corporate job, we kind of have to give that time to somebody else. But when you have your own time, maximize it because of those dreams that you want to make happen. Because if you don't, guess what? 20 years from now, you're going to be a wish I did instead of a I'm glad I did, right? You don't want to have that guilt. You don't want to have that feeling of like, oh, I gave it to Facebook, or I gave it to, I gave it to TV, or I gave it to, and you gave that time away. You gave that time away. You gave that time away. Instead of keeping it and using it to, have it later with your family. And
I give up my Walking Dead.
Yes!
So
Oh my gosh!
I give up my Walking Dead and
That's
the cable
huge.
because I'm like, this is taking a lot of my time.
Yay!
So it's recording at my mom's house. So
I love that you're like, I gave it up, but it's
Give it
still
up.
there.
It's there, but I don't.
It's still on the show. Like, yes, and this will be your AA for it every week. We'll just remind you that you don't need it.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. You know what? And it's always there as like as a prize or something. You know, you're like, I am gonna give this time.
It's my
I am gonna let
motivation
this
where I'm
take
like,
my time for the
yes.
minute because and that's something you allowed to make happen instead of something just stealing it away, like a habit that you just like didn't realize was there, and you're like, crap, like I can't control this, like I just have to watch it, and then you realize that it really is sucking weeks of your life, and days of your life, and
The
hours
same
of
thing
your
with
life.
social media.
Yeah.
Really working hard on that so that way I can focus
And there are
not get
things you guys
distracted.
can do. Take off notifications if you can. Like Voxer, check in once a night. Like set an alarm to check Voxer and make that your one time you go to Voxer. You know, like as much as I love communication on Voxer, if it is consuming your life, I don't want it. You know? So it's my way of communicating with you, but set an alarm. Yeah, Donita's not even on that. That's why I don't hear from
I
her.
know, I was like,
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna
But
do Voxer, and then I finished, I was like, oh my word, holy run-on sentence, Batman. Holy cow.
oh,
So-
did you just use audio? Just
Yeah.
use audio.
Yeah, I did it wrong.
Oh,
So-
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use audio. But anyway, how much better would that be if we set an alarm to give ourselves time to actually use certain devices? Like, give yourself an alarm. Once I do X, Y, and Z, I can check Facebook. Once I do X, Y, and Z, I'll get on Voxer. Once I do this and this, I need to do, just use that as your thing. And then one other resource I was going to tell you is this pic collage. If you want to stick more pictures on one thing and have that as your background, this is what I plan to do. You can use pic collage. It's another app. Do you have this app? This is how I make collages because I'm like let me take 20 pictures, but I want to look at them all at once. Put it on there. So you can actually like grab pictures from your so whatever pictures you saved today from your dream board and make it an actual dream board. Digital dream board is essentially what it'll be. It will take you 5 minutes. It's like dropping all those pictures in there, making it super cute, and writing, like making yourself a title, my vision board, my dream board, and saving that as your screensaver or your lock screensaver. Look at me being so techie. I'm not a techie person. But yeah, so like every time you like open your phone like that, that's the picture you see. I haven't changed it since she was 2. So I need to change it, right? Anyway, but yes. We have guests coming in?
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out where these guests are at. If you don't have guests, remember game plan B. And game plan B is to set up your next 3 to 5 parties here. We've got like an hour and a half. It's like not even 7:30. We have a whole hour and a half to get bookings on our books, and I will make those calls for you if you want me to. I will actually call those people and be like, I'm Anna's assistant. Do you want me to do that? I will do that. And I will say, I'm Anna's assistant, and I'm here to schedule her appointments for her. And yeah, I'll put the whole thing for you. So my goal is to be at 3 of your parties. So this is what we talked about at the very beginning. Our pearls of sharing, we're doing them again. And so if you have earned the pearls, we can give you 3 new kinds of jewelry if you want, or you can re-earn the pearls. But that's what's going to help us double or bust, okay? So I want to be at 3 of your parties. So part of the requirement is to have 3 women there and me be there to just share the opportunity and just to help you close and to be there for you. Not to take over your parties or anything like that, but to be there as a resource and an asset to get to know your people and to be there to utilize. And then everybody that listens gets a free lipstick from me. So they get a free lipstick just for being there, just for listening to the opportunity. And then you get pearl earrings, pearl bracelet, pearl necklace, which you did, right? You got all 3?
Yeah.
You've gotten all 3. Okay. I thought you had, but so we can do 3 new prizes, but that's double or bust. Yay! Okay, hopefully you guys learned something new.